So I have can't speak. I have a dilemma, and it's kind of messing with me. And it's something that I've already kind of realized, but I don't know why. It's just really occurring to me now, like, that it's a real problem. So I'm in my dorm room right now, and I am just currently trying to get through some work. Nothing more than that. Just a regular old Wednesday. It's nothing happening. I don't have anything else to do today but work. And right next to me is my phone. This is my phone. It's a Google Pixel 7. What do I do most of the time on my phone? Not gonna lie, I just get in my web browser and I scroll on websites, whether that be Reddit or I don't know, like I'm researching or something. Like I'm studying for like my ham radio exam right now, so it can be pretty much anything. And sometimes the rest of it's like okay, like Apple Music or something like that, which is I'm listening to music. I love music and Instagram, which I use a lot for DMs. At least I thought I did. Because you see, I realized while I've been sitting over here that I am like pretty much addicted to my phone. And I feel like that's a hard thing to admit, especially when like, oh, well, I don't have the craziest ever screen time. Now, provided my screen time today was 3 hours and 35 minutes. But it's not like 8 hours or anything like that. You see, the problem that I have with it is that I'm sitting here studying, and yes, my phone is right next to me. Maybe ideally I shouldn't have my phone next to me, and that's probably, now that it's occurred to me, I probably should change. But it's just the fact that I'm sitting here studying, and then I just like pick up my phone unconsciously, and then just I just I pick this up, I open it, and I just immediately go to Instagram. And then I just go on there and I just scroll down like, like one or two posts, you know. Maybe that isn't like the worst use of it. Like I don't like scroll through the Reels tab, you know. But I'm still scrolling. And I'm also prone to doom scrolling, mainly on like not Instagram. So not particularly Reels, more like text-based websites, maybe like the news website or something like that. But that's still bad. And even though my screen time is just 3 hours, 35 minutes, which I feel like isn't necessarily in the realm of being considered horrid, it's the fact that those 3 hours and 35 minutes I've spent have been during the times that I should have been studying or working on something, or I could have been just enjoying myself and doing something else that I actually like feel better doing rather than just scrolling on like getting on my phone and then just picking up Instagram for a minute and then putting it back down and then picking it back up and using Reddit during the time that should be allotted to me doing stuff that actually has some sort of tangible benefit in my life. It's a recurring problem. I've had it for a long time, and in past years it'd be YouTube or something like that. I feel like a lot of it comes from the fact that I am still fairly unsure in what I'm doing. Like, because I'm obviously like a pretty young person and I'm in university right now. But, it's just, there's a lot of different uses that I'll get on my phone and just doom scroll for. Especially, like, as it relates to some sort of issue or thing that's been on my mind weighing on me, or even just something as frivolous as useless. I guess frivolous is the word, as just scrolling on the news or Instagram or something like that. I'll even get on here and just check my DMs, knowing darn well like I should still be studying, like I should still be doing what I need to do. It's not like I've studied a long time today. I feel like that's a problem. Like I spend like half my time just like trying to get on my phone and then putting it back down, and it just messes up my momentum. Even if I'm not spending like a lot of my time on the phone. So why am I putting this out as a video? I don't know. I feel like I just want it as like an admission to like, I really want to change this sort of thing. Like, I don't know. I like looked up one day. I was like, I no. It was that I was like scrolling around. I was just like scrolling so much, like, cause I'm like unsure about like, things I should take in terms of career stuff and, you know, creative stuff, other like creative stuff that I'm involved with, outside of school, and just scrolling and scrolling, trying to get the answer, knowing full well that with every Reddit thread that I scroll, every article that I scroll through, I will not get a concrete answer. Like, I feel like one thing I really want to go in, like, I want to really go into with this is that one, distracting things on your phone, like they don't always have to be related to just social media, to like the typical things that are considered like, oh yeah, this is going to absolutely just fry your dopamine receptors or something like that. No, get up there. This is a comforter. Our dorm room's kind of thrashed right now. We have a lot of stuff that's moving around, but yeah, so it doesn't always have to be related to something like that. Like, it can be, you just trying to, in my case, search for an answer that, no matter how much you look for, you're not going to find that answer by scrolling on every individual Reddit thread, every individual thing that you can find. No, it's obsessive. It's obsessive. And, albeit there's no algorithm that's pushing you to do it, it's still no different than, like the person who just scrolls in terms of the time commitment. And, it's still having a negative impact on your life. It's not like you're enjoying that time. It's time that's just being, you're stressed out. So that's one thing. And the second thing is that screen time is something that is, it's a pretty good quantifier of how much you're being distracted, how much you're using your phone, whether it's too much. Like, okay, like, if you have 8 hours of screen time, like, I mean, it's just, that's a lot. There's no other way to put it, But even something as simple as, like, something as small as 2 hours, okay, that can still be a lot. It depends on what those 2 hours, like, when you had those 2 hours. Because those 2 hours were like, okay, it was, from like 9 o'clock to like 11 o'clock on a Saturday p.m. Realistically, who's doing work at that time? I mean, if you are, that's great. I respect the discipline. But that is not the normal time. That's normally the time that you be spending enjoying yourself. However, if you take those same 2.5 hours and then put those in a time when you're actually supposed to be doing something that, matters, like in my case, like right now, as a matter of fact, it's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, studying. That is bad. That is still bad. It still has a negative impact. Maybe not to the same extent or in the same way as those like massive amounts of screen time that someone can have, you see in memes or something like that, or, anything like that. But it still impacts you really negatively, and that's something that I'm struggling with, I believe. So, with that said, I'm just looking to maybe increase the quality over the quantity and the effort that I'm putting into as it relates to avoiding technology and distractions, social media, the like. I'm looking into solutions. I always wanted to get like a dumbphone or something like that, but I don't know if that's like, if you can hear that on my laptop, but like there's some people in the dorm room next to me screaming really loudly. I hate being in college. But yeah, looking into solutions, one thing that I really do believe in is I can't focus with this going. One thing I really do believe in is, like splitting like the use of one device, so say your phone, into multiple different devices. So, like, say you got an e-reader for books, you keep to your laptop for scrolling. I don't know, like, what's a site that you'd use on your laptop a lot? Like Reddit or something like that. I don't know, man. Like, you keep video games to the console, and some things, like, I guess, like, you just eliminate fully, like, because it's just so distracting and hyper stimulating. But I don't know. I feel like as time goes on, I'm a bit more interested into, like, the whole trying to avoid the stimulating and just distracting parts of technology. But even then, I can't always blame the tech. It's a personal problem, and I really just need to get my stuff together. Um, Maybe start just moving my phone away. I mean, it is charging right now, but it's extremely distracting. I sincerely hope that screen is able to be heard on the laptop. If it's not, it's fine. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Just another personal video. This is probably like going on my second channel. I don't think anybody like watches these, honestly, but like I post them mainly just so I can go and look back on them and just to kind of get some thoughts out. What is happening in this dorm room next to me? Oh my god. Take it easy. See you around.